and we kindly ask you to take as many pictures as you want. All right, let's get ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Africa. Africa is finally here. A couple of information. So first of all, take a picture of as many slides as you like. We are going one slide, one tour, and we're showing you the highlights of each of those tours. Since we are not on the current cruise, we will not be able to do the booking on the onboard SeaPass account. You need your credit card in order to do the booking. The bookings will become available on April 17th. April 17th, this is the first sea day after Osaka, when the tours become available for sale. Again, since we are not on the current cruise, you need to do it with your credit card. You go into your private laptop or to the computer lounge and you do the booking there. Also, we will provide you assistance for doing bookings. Starting on April 17 and April 18, you will find the Shore Excursions team on deck number 6 at the Safari Lounge. We will have a setup there where you can come and ask questions and we can assist you with your booking with your credit card in hand. Again, the bookings will open on April 17, so you have plenty of time to now listen to us, then read it through, make your decision, do your research, and once the places, the excursions become available, you actually go online and click, 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 click. We do not have a wait list, okay? There's no need to come now and give us your name. There is no wait list because, again, the tours will open on the 17th and then you will be able to do your booking. Also, we do not have printed material, as Royal Caribbean is pushing for going green, which I highly appreciate as well. We will have the information available online for you. Probably by the end of this talk, we are aiming for 2 p.m. The Shore Excursions will be available in your app. You can go to the app, you select the sail date, and then the excursions will appear. There is a little icon on the right-hand side that says sold out, sold out, sold out. But it's not sold out because it hasn't even started yet. But that's the only way for us to display you the excursions without making a booking. So I repeat that. The information on the excursions will be available in the app. You can see the excursions, you click on it and read through the description. But you will see a little icon that says sold out, but that doesn't mean it's sold out, it just means it hasn't started for sales, okay? All right, and this excursion talk will be recorded and you can listen to us on channel number 12 for this information. Let's go to Africa. Are we excited? Yes, we are excited. This is an overview of the itinerary. We start in Dubai, go all the way in Africa until we catch up back in Europe. We have 2 voyages in this. We're going from Dubai to Cape Town, and then we go from Cape Town all the way up to Barcelona. In this talk today, we're talking about the excursions in Africa. Everything following in Europe remains the same and you can access it already for your future sailing online. Sorry, yeah, you're right. There you go. Here is the itinerary. Take your picture. This is the June itinerary when we catch up in Europe. The Wonder, the Colosseum in Rome remains the same, so we're super excited to have the Wonder excursion in Rome still happening. When and how to book, we talked about it. April 17th, the excursions will become available for booking. By this afternoon, the excursions will become available for viewing only. They will be in the app. You click on them, you can read the description. On the 17th, you can actually do the booking. You can do the booking yourself by using your own computer, connect to the Wi-Fi, you go into your Mike Royal Cruise Planner, do the booking with your credit card. You can also use the computers here on board in the internet cafe, or you come and see us on deck number 6 at the Safari Club. We will have an Africa assistance desk on April 17 and April 18 during opening hours. And now let's get started. What's there to do and to see?
Hello everybody. I'm quickly going to run through, if you watched this morning the town hall, we went over our amazing Crown Anchor escape that will be taking place in Cape Town on our first day visiting the port. The departure time is scheduled for 3:30 p.m. It's going to be a 4-hour trip to South Africa's oldest functional winery, where you'll be able to take a guided tour of the historical property, obviously do some nice wine tasting. South Africa is known for great wine, so don't miss the chance to come and enjoy canopies and live entertainment. Who has enjoyed their time in Montevideo when we had our first one, yeah? Yes. So it will be a similar setup. So again, unique views of the iconic Table Mountain since the winery is right in the valley. Beautiful experience planned for you. Then we have 2 different overland experiences planned for you. Those will take place, they're planned to leave in Port Elizabeth on the 24th, and they will be returning on our first day visiting Cape Town, so on May 26th. I did get this question this morning regarding the return and your opportunity to go to the Crown Anchor's Cape. So if you choose this option of the Amakala Safari Lodge experience, you would be making back on time for the CAS event. So just keep that in mind if you like to do those 2 experiences together. We will be having to work out details with you as you arrive right at the time of departure of our CAS event. We will be obviously having to drive from Port Elizabeth to the lodge. This takes approximately an hour and a half. You will be welcomed with a drink and lunch, as well as a check-in and time and leisure at the lodge. Then you're going to have your day 1 game drive. This is done at dusk, where most animals are active. So this is the best time for you to actually experience a game drive. In the morning of day 2, then you're going to arrive very early. You're going to do a game drive at 6 in the morning until 9 o'clock. Then you come back to the hotel, you can enjoy free time, afternoon at leisure, and then you will have your second day afternoon game drive for that day. And then in the morning of your 3rd day there, you will be joining your last game drive, also very early because you do need to take the flight back to Cape Town. And then you'll be arriving back on board at approximately 3:45. That will be the scheduled time. Your second option here is to go to the Garden Route Overland. This also takes place from Port Elizabeth to Cape Town. This will be a combination where you get a chance to go to Tsitsikamma National Park. This is the biggest marine life preserve and national park in South Africa. So it's a great place for you to go and see diverse wildlife before you actually check into your hotel and enjoy some free time there. Then on the second day, you are actually going to a private game reserve and then enjoy a regular game drive in the afternoon after lunch and free time at the hotel. On day 3, you do again a very early game drive, and then you drive back to Cape Town. So the main difference between those 2 experiences is that there's no flight involved in the second one. You're going to be driving for about 4 hours, so your return time is about 6 p.m. on the first day in Cape Town. So you will unfortunately wouldn't be able to join that CAS event if you choose to do this combination trip. So that's all for me.
And welcome to Mahe, Victoria, Seychelles. One of our first stops. The ship will be docked from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., which makes it 5 p.m. all on board time. Mahe is one of the biggest islands in this archipelago, and Victoria, its capital, is the center for business and a mixture of modern and native architecture. So let me give you a little bit more about the port information. The ship will be docked at the cruise terminal, which is a commercial port. Distance to the town, it is approximately 20-25 minutes walk, or by a taxi, 5 minutes. 5-minute taxi ride. The taxis will be available right outside at the port gates. Some of the main attractions that you can do is visit a beautiful beach, which is just a 15 minutes drive. And keep in mind that this beach is a very local place as well a touristical destination. They have the amazing Victoria Botanical Gardens, which are just like 10 minutes drive from the port, National Museum of History, and more Seychelles National Park. Now I'm gonna skip to the tours, so please have your phones ready. We will be showing you some highlights. For example, North Mahe highlights, you will have a scenic drive to the Dalu Valley Beach, you will have a refreshment stop, time for swimming, and you will visit the botanical gardens. Next one is going to be the West Mahe Scenic Drive. You will visit the Mission Lodge refreshment stop at the Tea Tavern, and as well the botanical gardens. Next one will be the St. Anne Marine Park, a semi-submersive visit, fish feeding, snorkeling, and a little bit relaxing on one of the beaches. Next one will be Spice and Cruise. You will go on a cruise through the East Coast. You will see the amazing marine park. You will have some time for snorkeling or swimming, and then a drive to Jardin du Roi, where you will have a guided visit. Next one is a full day Mahe discovery, 7 hours and 30 minutes, taking all the highlights. So Victoria guided tour, botanical gardens, Mission Lodge, a little bit of a tea stop for the Tea Tavern, lunch at a local restaurant or time to swim, and visit the craft fair. Next one and the last one for Mahe Victoria will be the Discover Silhouette Island. You will have a walk trail through the historical tombs of Duban, visit the old cemetery and the chapelle, and lunch at Hilton La Brise, and as well a small beach break. Thank you.
Hello. Our next port will be La Digue, which is in Seychelles. We will be arriving at 7 o'clock and all on board will be at 4:30 p.m. Now, La Digue is the third most populated island of Seychelles, and it is known for the white sand and beautiful beach. So we will be tendering on that boat. That means we will be taking the ferry tender boats to the dock, to the harbor, and that's going to be a La Digue ferry harbor. Just into the town. The town is very small, so if you can walk literally complete the town in an hour, basically. You can walk from one end of to the other in an hour's time. There are taxis available and also shared taxis, but please, any port that you go, please find out the rates before you enter the taxis. Okay, the main attraction on this port will be all the beaches. So these are the name of few of the beaches that we have, top beaches that I have noted down, and you can take a note on this one. We do have two tours for this particular port. The first one is the Crosslyn Island, which is the UNESCO Heritage Site. This tour takes you to Val de Mai Reserve, which is the UNESCO Heritage Site, and Côte d'Ivoire, which is where you will have some free time for swimming or some beach activity. The next tour will be La Digue Highlight, where you will learn about the culture, you visit the traditional coconut oil mill and the colonial plantation house, and then you have some free time in one of this beautiful beach, which is the Anse Source de Jean, and if the time permits, you will have some free time for the souvenir shopping.
Hello everybody, one more time, and let's move to our next port, which is Antsiranana, or it has a second name which is quite easier, is Diego Suarez. And this city is located on this most southern part of the island Madagascar, and it's very famous for the beautiful, gorgeous bays. Also, you can find there gigantic baobabs, which is quite unique tree and very beautiful. Our ship will be docked from 7 a.m. and all on board time, and they'll leave at 4:30 p.m. All right. Ship will be docked in the cruise pier Antsiranana, which is located about 10 minutes walk away from the city area, or just 5 minutes drive. The taxi will be available, and then speaking about the highlights, there will be a French mountain with a very unique flora and fauna and a beautiful view. They also call it Montagne de Français. Tsingy Rouge, it's a beautiful park with a very beautiful rock formation. And National Park Amber Mountain, which is one of the first national park on the island, and as I said before, the baobab trees. Coming back to the excursion, the first I would like to mention is Antsiranana Bay sightseeing. During this excursion, you will visit the Sugarloaf viewpoint, which will give you a beautiful view on the bay, Montagne de Francais, or as I said, French mountain with its beautiful baobabs, Cape Ming Lighthouse, Antsiranana Bay, and the Emerald Bay. And also on the way back, you will enjoy the colonial architecture of the Antsiranana. If you'd like to have more adventurous excursion, please take a look on the Magical Tree Base by Jeep. So during this tour, you will embark on the jeeps, and then you will visit some iconic places of the area, such as the Ramena Beach, Dune Bay, Pigeons Bay, which will be optional. If you don't want to go there, it's up to you. Sakalawa Bay, and again you have the beautiful view from the French mountain, and also you will have some time for shopping. Moving to the next excursion, this is all about the National Park Amber Mountain. So you will have the chance to visit this place, enjoy its unique endemic flora and fauna. On the way back in the city itself, you will enjoy the Central Square. You will have some time for shopping, and also there will be a snack box provided. Another iconic place, as I said, Red Tsini Canyon. It's famous for this beautiful and unique rock formation. However, they can be found in many places of the island, but exactly this one is the part of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So you'll have a chance to explore this place, enjoy. It's quite far away, just keep in mind. But it's definitely one of the main highlights of the island. Colonial history at the domain of Fontenay. It's a beautiful place. On the way there, you'll have a scenic ride where you can enjoy the beautiful nature of the island, and on the site itself, you'll visit the famous farmhouse, and also you'll enjoy the nature around you. And another place is the Antsiranana Bay by Tuk Tuk. So this is will give you a unique way of the transportation on the area. You will visit the Ramena village. You will visit the Miwa Place viewpoint. You will have a photo stop next to the Baobab, and again the Sugarloaf Mountain is quite famous viewpoint, and also you will enjoy the colonial architecture. And the last but not the least is the French mountain hike and the famous baobabs. Again, it's all about the nature. This excursion, you will visit the French mountain. You will have a beautiful 360 viewpoint. You will visit the several viewpoints and then enjoy the surrounding. And again, you will meet those gigantic and marvelous trees. And one more thing I would like to notice, this is going to be a tender port, all right? So between shoreside and the ship, there will be a tender boat which is going to bring us there. All right, this is all about the Antsiranana with Diego Suarez, and then pass mic to my colleague, Amanda.
Hello again, everyone. We're now going to Port Louis, Mauritius. We're gonna be there from 7 until 5:30 p.m. Actually, Port Louis, Mauritius is pretty much new, just got this independence in 1968. So it's a curious place to visit. This is a small island in the Indian Ocean. Serenade is gonna be docked in the Christian de Cruise terminal. What's around 30 minutes away from the town. So they're gonna have a shuttle running into there as well. And also, if you do want to go to other places that's not downtown, let's say to the beach or anything like that, they're gonna be offering you water taxis as well. Port Louis offers you the chance to visit these beautiful beaches, and also the house for the Caudan waterfront, and also famous for the Kalaison Temple. We do have few tours offering here. One of them is the Port Louis City and Eureka Colonial House, On our catalog, you're gonna find this tour available as well, and it's gonna give you the chance to visit the main sightseeing of the area. The next option to visit the main sightseeing, but on another side of the island, I would say on the south of the island, is the beauties of the south. For those who love history, you should visit the Mayberg town, where you have the chance to explore the Naval Museum, for example, and other heritage sites. Or if you just want to relax, you should also take a look on the islandscape in this tour. This tour is for you if you just want to relax. And you have access to the famous white sand beach and also the famous very blue lagoon that they have on this area. So on this tour also you're gonna have access to sunbaths during the entire day, and you're gonna be relaxing on this beautiful lagoon area. Another option for relaxing is having a full day sailing on board a catamaran inside the turquoise lagoons of Mauritius as well. And the tourist turquoise sailing offers you this option. And on this tour, you are also allowed to snorkel, and you are offered a barbecue meal for lunch. But if you do not want to sail away, you prefer to stay on land, another option would be a day at the Lux Grand Gulf. This tour gives you the chance to enjoy the 5-star Lux Grand Gulf resort. So you're gonna have access to the amenities of the resort, and also you're gonna have some meal and beverage included on this tour. Now, for those who love adventures and like extraneous activities as well, we do have a few activities on our catalog for this port of call. One of them is the Le Morne Briefing hiking with lunch. We do have the snorkeling tour as well. The kayaking at the Le Hambre. And the next option is the hiking, the Le Hambre hiking with lunch included. And the last option for adventure is gonna be the e-bike sensational at Pamplemousses. So you do have these activities if you like more adventures, more extraneous activities. And I'll call on stage my next colleague.
And welcome to the port, Point de Gelat, in Reunion Island, or like I would call it, Point de Gelates. Why? Because I have ice cream constantly in my head, so please do not mind me. Thank you. I told him it's going to be a good joke. We will be docked there from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And this Reunion Island offers something actually for everyone. From relaxing on a beach, hiking on a mountain, or diving, because I know that I have many divers currently cruising with us. So it's a perfect destination for vacation. It has something for everyone. As of the ports that we have, we will be docked at the port of Point de Gelat. It is just a 30 minutes driving time to the distance. Mandatory shuttle is just to the port gates. So you cannot walk on the port when the ship docks. You need to take the mandatory shuttle, which is approximately a 5 minutes driving time, let's call it like that. Main attractions are beaches, which is approximately the nearest 125 minutes drive. Cap Noyer Lookout, 35 minutes drive, and again we have beautiful gardens, 20 minutes driving time more or less. And let's now head up to the tours that we offer. Immersion in the Creole culture. You will visit the domain, view the main visit, and you will have small food tasting. Next one is Saint Denis Capital City Tour. Saint Denis is actually a town right next to the port that we are visiting. You will have a photo stop, you will visit the Natural History Museum, you will go to one of the famous streets where you will have time for free shopping, and then again to a little market, it's called like Street Little Market, where you will again have time for free shopping. Next one is the Botanical Gardens and the Handicraft Workshop. So I do believe that the name as itself tells you what you're visiting, Botanical Gardens and the Handicraft Workshop. Next one is St. Lou and the Marine Turtles Museum. You will visit the Marine Turtle Farm and St. Lou town visit. Again, one town that is a little bit further away from the town that we are docking in. The syrup of Salazie and Vanilla Plantation. You will go to the Vanilla Plantation and you will have a stop at the waterfalls. After that, we have the Pitonaido and Geranium Distillery. It has a photo stop at one of the lookouts and a distillery visit. Then we have a combination of a full day. So it is the Vanilla Plantation, waterfall visit, day point stop is again a lookout, and free time to visit one of the hellboard towns. After that, we have a full day island tour. You will visit the Notre Dame Church. You will have a stop at the Andec Cascades and lava flows. Again, drive to St. Philip, which is again one more town where you will have a lunch break. And for our hikers, we do offer the hiking the cliffs of Cirque of Mapate Canyon. So this tour requires hiking, and as well you will have a stop at the Maido Belvedere lookout. So as of Port de Gelato, this is our last tour. Thank you.
Now we arrive Port Elizabeth. Ship will be arrive 7 o'clock in the morning until 3:30. The Port Elizabeth is a city on Algoa Bay in South Africa, Eastern Cape Province. So this is a major port, and the famous things here is beautiful beaches and the Victoria landmarks. So ship will be docked at the cruise terminal Gigibra, and which is 10 minutes away to the city by taxi, and there's 30 minutes walking distance if you just want to walk around. And the main attraction here is Amakala Private Game Reserve. So here the most famous thing is the landmark, and also visit one of the game reserves. So this is one of the game reserve. And another one is the Elephant National Park. If you are really an animal lover and this is the port you should choose. Now let's check what tour we offer. We have the City Highlights tour, which is the Port Elizabeth and Highlights. This tour is 3 hours and 45 minutes. Will drive you around in the city and pass by the City Hall, Pyramid, and the Lighthouse, which is the famous landmark in the Port Elizabeth. And after that, you will have another 2 photo stop, which is the Mandela Stadiums and also the Historical Valley. Another one, boat cruise. So this is the only boat trip at this port. So you will go on the ferry and visit most of the heritage highlights in the city. This is the only boat trip here. Next one, so if you are the animal lover, this is the one you should choose. Penguin Island Cruise. So you will have around 3 hours and with the penguin. Look how cute they are. Next one is, and the famous one is the Amakala Private Game Reserve. And this tour will be 8 hours, but lunch will be provided. So you are on the 4x4 vehicle and have around 3 hours. This is the chance to see the Big Five. You know what's the Big Five in Africa? Is that the biggest 5 animals, which is the lion, leopard, elephant, rhino, and buffalo. That is the Big Five in South Africa. So this is the chance you will see the Big Five. Next one is the Cebuya Private Game Reserve, and this is the one you can see the Big Five as well. But this one, after the vehicle, you will have a short cruise on the river in this one, in this reserve. Another one is Kalika Game Reserve, and this is another tour, 8 hours. Lunch will be provided, and also this is the chance to see the Big Five as well. Or if you only just want to see the elephant, we have the choice for you. This is the one only for the elephant, which is Adu Elephant Park back coach. So this is the one back coach, and also we have another one. It's a 4x4 vehicle. It's going to the same place and the same itinerary, but just a different vehicle. One is by coach and another one by 4x4 vehicle. The last one is, if you don't want to on the bus, you can walk with them. But if you have the courage, that is the one I really recommend. Alright, so this is something about the Port Elizabeth, and I will give the map to my colleague.
So let me explain for you about Mossel Bay. Remember that in Mossel Bay we are in tender operation. We'll be there from 7 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. And there it's one of the largest city from which is not far from Cape Town, and it's 14,000 kilometers square city. What you can do there, you can go to the Point of Human, which is about 10 minutes drive, St. Palace hiking, which is about 22 minutes drive, and the Diaz Beach, which is about 13 minutes riding from there. If you want to check what highlights we can have also, you can take a taxi from the port, which is about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to downtown, and I would say walking it's about 15, 20 minutes more or less. And now, what we can do as excursions, the Botany Private Game Reserve, where you can enjoy drinks at the visitor center. You will have a game drive of the Botelier on 4-wheel jeeps, and you will be able to see some of the 26 species, including the 1,800 animals, for about 2.5 hours adventure. If you like hiking, then this St. Palace hiking trail is one of the options, which is about 13.5 kilometer trail along the cliffs. You will be able to see the Palace Lighthouse, and you will go to Dana Bay, and then this is one of the best points for whale watching and dolphin watching. Of course, from far away, you will be not close there, and of course, you will have some light refreshment at the local restaurant. If you love jeans, the gin creation and food preparing, one of the options that give you a class of experience how to make the gin, local gin, and you will experience some local tasting, food to taste, not really lunch, and also you will have some time to buy some liquors and do some shopping if you want, if you love shopping. Kinase at your leisure is another highlights tour, which is sightseeing tour driving you via George Drive to via George to Wilderness Lake District, and there you will have free time at the Kinase Cay waterfront. They will give you free time to enjoy on your own. They will tell you when and where pick up time, and you will come back with us. Technically, it's sightseeing tour. It's not like a guided tour. Highlights of Mussel Bay, which is also a city orientation tour of Mussel Bay at the city, and you will be visiting the Deas Museum, which is one of the most important museums in the island. If you like wine and you want to see the production of wine, then you will drive to Jacques Selby, which is wine production location, where you will be tasting some wines, and you will have a panoramic view overlooking from the valley, and also you will have some free time at the Alloy Shop stop. Cape Town, my colleague, will be the next one.
Hello one more time, guys, and yes, we keep going explore South Africa, and our next port is the Cape Town, which is actually the legislative capital of the country, also the oldest city, and of course one of the biggest city in the country. Our ship will be docked at 10 a.m. and guess what? It's gonna be overnight, so please make some noise for overnight. Yeah, believe me, crew members, I'm more excited, I think. Anyway, the ship will leave Cape Town only on the second day at 4:30 p.m. So you have a lot of things to do there. The city itself offers many, a lot I would say, and you have a lot of time as well. We are gonna be docked in VA Waterfront Cruise Terminal, which is located around 10 minutes walking or 5 minutes taxi away from the city itself. The taxi, of course, will be available, and this area has a beautiful sightseeing such as Kinsterbosch National Botanical Garden, Boulders Beach, around a 1 hour drive away, Castle of Good Hope and Cape of Good Hope, also a very iconic location, and of course one of the main landmarks of the city is the Table Mountain and its national park. And let's keep explore the excursion. Our first one, the first excursion I would like to speak about is the Champas Peak O Kapsi Bek Scenic Drive. So if you don't want much walking and still want to enjoy the beautiful nature of the country, this excursion will be a very good option. You will visit the Old Bay, Maiden's Cove, you will drive along some iconic drives, and yeah, just enjoy the beautiful nature of the Cape Town and the area around. The next one is, as you already know, my colleague mentioned it, South Africa is very famous for wines, and they have many things to offer. And then the city Stellenbosch, very famous for the wine production. So you have excursion with a wine tasting where you can enjoy the city itself. You will know more about the history, you will know more about the architecture, and along with that you will visit several wine estates where you can try some local wines. Table Mountain with the fast track ticket, as I said, is one of the main landmarks of the Cape Town. It has the beautiful view, they have the beautiful park, you can enjoy the nature, the animals there, and then yeah, just visit this iconic place. Ostrich Farm with the wine tasting. Again, if you love wines and then you wanna try some local delicacy, that's gonna be the perfect option for you. You will visit the Ostrich Ranch first, and then you will visit the wine estate, and also of course you will have some time for shopping. Full day Cape Peninsula. This is gonna be a full day excursion. As I said, it's 8.5 hours. So please, if you don't want a long excursion, please keep this one. But if you want to spend the whole day outside and see as much as possible, it's gonna be an amazing option. So you will have the scenic ride to the Cape Point Nature Reserve. You will visit the fishing village, Old Bay. Again, you will visit the Cape of Good Hopes with this castle. You will visit the Boulder Beach with the penguins. There is a very high chance to meet the penguins there. The Fishing Hawk and Cock Bay, and also on the way back, you enjoy the view on the Falls Bay, and then also you will visit the National Botanical Garden. Robben Island, this is also very beautiful place to visit. It has a very sad history, right? There is a prison located there where actually the Nelson Mandela used to kept, and then you can visit his former cell. But beside of that, there's many history behind. It also has quite unique wildlife, so it keeps about the 23 different species of mammals and 132 species of birds. So if you're into this, if you like to have some wildlife pictures, so it's gonna be an amazing spot to visit. And again, for the wine lovers, full day in the winelands, where you can again go to the visit the Stellenbosch. You will visit the some different estates. You'll try some local food, local wines. You'll have a picnic and also just enjoy a relaxing day on this beautiful location. And also we do remember about the foodies, because in South Africa also very famous for fresh food. For the meat is very famous for it. And then again, we're gonna visit this beautiful city where you can try some local snacks, beef snacks. You're gonna try some local craft beer, which is quite unique. And also this area, the city itself, is very famous for the public exhibition. So while you will walk from place to place, you will enjoy some artworks along the way. And for people who like more active excursions, we have Atlantic Seaboard Kayaking, where you're gonna have around 2 hours of kayaking activities. From this excursion, you'll have quite unique and beautiful view to the Table Mountain and the Lion's Head, and also to the coastal, the Atlantic seaboard coastal. So if you're into active excursions, so it might be a very good option. And then moving to the last excursion available in the Cape Town, it will be a Boulder Beach in Kalk Bay. The Boulder Beach, as I said, is quite famous for the penguins. So you can see, you can meet these beautiful and funny birds over there. And also you will have some free time at the Kalk Bay where you can just enjoy, relax, and see the ocean and just have a good time. Okay. This is it about the Cape Town, and I'm gonna pass mic to Ananda.
Thank you, Danny. Hello again, everyone. So welcome to Luderitz now, a small town in the south coast of Namibia. So this location is very curious to be visited because it's a remote island, so no many tourists they have easy access to go there, and actually our ship gonna go there. What is amazing. So when you go to Luderitz, we're gonna be using tenders. So for most of you who've been here with us a while, you already know about our tenders operations. For those who are new, we're gonna be using tenders, what means that we use the small boats. We anchor the ship, use the small boats to arrive into the dock where you have access to the town. So once your tender arrives at the dock, the old historical town is pretty much walkable. So you can walk around, and it's very beautiful, very charming because it has this mix of the German imperial times and the history, and you see these buildings that's similar to that. So it's very beautiful. In our catalog, we do have 3 tours for this port of call, and one of these tours, the walking tour, the Luderitz highlights on foot. So what means that you're going to be walking around the old historical town with your guide during this whole time, and he's going to be showing the special spots of this town and also telling you the history about it. Another very curious and interesting place on this port of call is the ghost town of Komanskop. Komanskop used to be a diamond town in the past, and nowadays is known as a ghost town, so nobody lives there. It's a ghost town because now it's constantly attacked by the Namib desert sand dunes. So that's why they call ghost town. If you go on TripAdvisor, for example, you see very interesting comments regarding to this town and people taking pictures inside of this abandoned buildings and houses full of sand. So it's very interesting, and we do have a tour in our catalog that goes there. That's the tour, the Komanskop, a desert mining town. Another option on this port of call for those who love nature is a sailing that's very famous on the area. We do have a tour that offers that, the Halifax Island Boat Cruise. So on this boat cruise, you're gonna have a scenic sailing with your guide and group, and you're also gonna have the chance to spot not only these beautiful, stunning views that they have of the island, but also the chance to spot some wildlife, what's famous on this part of the world as well. And I'll call my next colleague Anna for our next port of call. Thank you so much.
And now we are in Walvis Bay, Namibia. So what I'm gonna tell you now, you know how you go to Windjammer and there you have desserts? Walvis Bay, Namibia is famous for deserts. So if you eat, you can expect sand in your mouth, okay? Thank you, I tried. So it is actually a getaway where your journey can start to the deserts and to the dunes with many beautiful unspoiled regions. We will be docked at the Walvis Bay Harbor. Distance to the town, it is approximately a 30 minutes walk or 10 minutes by a taxi ride, and once again the taxis will be available right outside of the port gates. Main attractions. Pelican Point is actually where many of the animals, let's say, gather, so you can as well do kayaking over there. Quisep Pass National Park and Flamingo Lagoon. You see that Quisep Pass National Park is a little bit further away, but these two locations are more or less very, very near to the port area. Let's go to the tours. Svakodamp Explore explorer. You will have an oriental tour of the Swakopmund, which is actually one of the towns. You will visit the museum and you will have a little bit of free time for shopping in the town center. Dessert, not desert. Is it? Or is it opposite? Thank you. So you will have a dune belt drive. You will go searching for the living creatures inside the desert, and you will go to a beach where you can treat yourself with some sparkling wine, juice, and dry snacks. Next one is the Marine Wildlife Cruise, which takes you on approximately 3-hour cruising time through the Walvis Bay Lagoon. You will disembark the boat, and you will have one of the short stops on Trade Stas. Namibia Cultural Experience. It will take you on a small walk to the Melanesia Township Market. You will visit you will visit 2-3 cultural houses. You will learn about traditional medicine and their language lessons. You will have food tasting and you will have drinks and local music. So let's party. Marine and dune. So you will have a speedboat to the Pelican Point. Marine cruise through the Walvis Bay Lagoon. Finger foods. Please keep an eye if it is a dune. Some can be stuck up in your mouth. Okay, we do not want that. It's not Windjammer. Then you will have a trip through the Sandwich Harbor, which is actually where the desert meets the water, the sea, and it's amazing. You will have a light lunch in the dunes, and you will go back by the 4x4s. Sandwich Harbor, it's not where you eat sandwiches, it's the actual name of the point where we're going to. You will have a coastal drive, then dune driving, refreshment and light picnic, and then you will have again a dune scenic return to the home, to your home that's going to be here for the 9 months. And I'm going to call out my next colleague to tell you a little bit more about Takatigana. Thank you.
So let's go to Takoradi, Ghana, where we will have this port located in the western region of Ghana, and it's valuable for its water, seaport, and sites of Dutch Fort Witsen. What we can do in Takoradi, I would say 40 minutes walk from the pier and about 20 minutes riding, and also there will be local transportations, taxi usually. I'm not sure how you can pay there with your credit cards or so, but probably you can use cash also. What is the main attractions from there? I would say Cape Coast Castle, which is about 2 hours drive from the port, Kakom National Park, which is 2.5 hours drive from the port, Fort San Sebastian, which is about 50 minutes or 1 hour drive from the port. Some of the options that we can offer to you in this beautiful port is the Village Life and UNESCO Heritage Site Tour, where you will drive through UNESCO Heritage Site. You will interact with local villagers, and you will have time for the fishing, smoking, and gari processing. So this is how they prepare the fish for cooking or for the daily consumption. And also you will be able to visit one of the local schools, and of course short stop at Cape Coast Castle, and you will visit. You have also some visit, and you will end up your excursion by lunch at Coconut Grove Beach Resort. If you are interested for some highlights and sightseeing, then the Ghana's infamous doorway of return, historic Ghana, is one of the options that give you a lot of history of Ghana. It's 7 hours tour, including some sightseeing, driving through the Cape Coast Castle. You will visit the UNESCO Heritage, and you will have again the lunch at Coconut Grove Beach Resort, and then you will have short guiding tour in the Ilimina Castle. So you see that there is some attractions connected. They have a lot of castles. Now, the Twin City highlights another option for you giving you a scenic drive of the west gate of Monkey Hill, the views of High Court, Bostwimi Swamp Fishing Harbor, and you will go, of course, the amazing Takoradi Market Circle, and of course, end of this excursion, you will have a nice cultural show refreshment at Rainbow Hot Harbor and Bazaar. The production of cocoa, not the coca, the production of cocoa or the cocoa farming village is one of the main attractions as this city or this island is known for the production of cocoa. And then you will go there to meet community leaders, you will visit production farm, and you will see how they are pruning, harvesting, preparing, making the production of this chocolate or basic of the chocolate production. And of course you will have some refreshment, light refreshment at the local restaurant. Next month I will introduce my colleague Jambi.
Hello again, welcome to Tema, which is Ghana. We will be arriving at 10 o'clock and all on board will be at 6:30 p.m. Now, Tema is located on the west coast of Africa. It is like 16 miles from the capital city, which is the Accra. And Tema is locally nicknamed as a harbor city because of its status as Ghana's largest ship seaport. So we will be docked in Tema Harbor Port. Distance to the town is approximately 20 minutes drive. The transportation is, taxis are available, but again, check the fares for the taxis. And the main attractions are located slightly far away from where we are docked. Now we have 4 ports for this particular, 4 tours for this particular port. This port has a very limited resources. They're very simple, like typical Africa country. They're very down to earth, super simple, and you'll actually experience very local life on this particular port. Okay, but the people are very friendly and helpful. On our first tour, introduction to Accra, you'll be traveling to Accra, so there are no tours in Tema. The highlights of this tours are you visit the National Museum, then you'll visit the Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum and Park. Because it is dominant, this site is basically dominant rule by basically they have a lot of Muslims in this area. And then you visit the casket maker shop. The other tour we have is the Ghana Experience. Again, you visit the casket maker shop. You visit the museum, then you also have lunch included in the package, then you visit the mausoleum, and then you visit the arts and crafts market. Now this is a very different experience that you will have, and if anybody is interested, you can definitely sign up on this one. Anglo EV Voodoo Experience, but no voodoo allowed on board, okay? So here you'll visit the village where you will also visit the shrine, you'll see how they do all these activities, and then you also have lunch, very typical authentic lunch, and then you will go to the pottery village where you see how they make the potteries. Then you have another experience which is meet the people. So you'll meet the local people, you'll go to the fishing harbor, you'll visit the chief's palace, you will also visit the schools where you can take some pictures with the little kids and the teachers, and you visit the fish preservation site on this tour. So these are the 4 tours we have. I'm going to hand over my microphone for the next port.
So next one, Rwanda, Angola. Ship will be arrived at 8 in the morning and until 5:30. Rwanda is the capital and the largest city in Angola, founded in 1576 by Portuguese. So the Portuguese is the official language. The city has been experienced rapid growth and development, showcased in a blend of modern architecture and the old buildings. So our ship will be docked at Angola Cruise Port Terminal, and which is only 25 minutes walk to the town and 10 minutes taxi ride. So taxi will be available, and the main attraction is, I'm sorry this name scared me, but let me explain in English. I believe that's Portuguese. Yes, so that is the currency museum. So it will be show money history in Rwanda. And the next one is the viewpoint of the moon. So this is a very nice view, and you feel like you're on another planet. So the next one is the Iron Palace. Iron Palace has a same designer with the famous icon in Paris, which is the Eiffel Tower, and also the Statue of the Liberty. It's the same designer. We're over the highlights tour, which is the changing face of Luanda. This tour is only 3 hours, and also you will visit the Iron Palace, church, and the Anthropology Museum. Another one, this is 2 hours tour, it's highlights tour as well, but you are not, it's only photo stop for this tour. So this two tour is city tour, one's 2 hours, one's 3 hours. One with some visit stop, you will have the time going to the venue, and the second one is only photo stop. Next one is a longer one, and which is 8 hours, and the city tour and the Musulu Island lunch and the boat cruise. So this is Musulu Island is the most famous island at Luanda, and which is the famous beach in the city. So you will have around 2 hours there at the beach, and also this tour is including the lunch. So this tour is a kind of like city and the beach. But if you don't want to go that long, and we have the short one at the beach, which is the city and the beach day. It's only 4 hours. You will have one stop at the city, which is the San Miguel Fort, and after that, another 2 hours at the beach. This is the shorter one with city and the beach. Another full day tour, and this is the moment you can visit the view of the moon. The picture is showing there, so it feels like you are on another planet. And this tour is 7 hours, and this is the heritage tour. And also, you will have the chance. Going to the slave museum, and this tour will provide the snack box from the ship. But don't worry about the passenger. We'll let you know in that current cruise. And it's only 5 tour in this port. I will give to the microphone to Danny.
Thank you, Ying. Okay, guys, guess what? We are coming to the end of our African part, and then we're gonna finish this journey in the Dakar, Senegal. It's gonna be our last port, and this is beautiful place. It's a capital and the largest city of the Senegal. Also, it's very multicultural and diverse place, and has this vibrant arts and also their traditions. We're gonna be at the Port de Senegal, which is located around 30 minutes away or 20 minutes drive from the city, and of course taxi will be available. And such as some of the main highlights are Abbey of Kiermosa, Wildlife Reserve, about 1 hour and a half away, and the Mosque of the Divinity, which is about 30 minutes away from the port. And if you would like to know more about the city itself, we have a beautiful Dakar city tour where you're going to visit one of the main highlights of the city, such as the Cathedral of the African Memories and the Handicraft Village, and also the Casa Saint Painting Gallery. Another very famous place which has very long history and it's a little bit sad as well is the Gore Island visit. The Gore Island is famous for the slave house. It's very, yes, I would say sad place. Also, you can find the church St. Charles Baron. Also, you can visit the Gore Castle, also quite fascinating place, and the historical museum. And Sebran Museum, and at the end you will visit the marketplace if you are looking to buy some souvenirs. The next excursion is gonna be longer, it's 8 hours, but it combines the previous 2 excursions, so the city tour and the Gore Island. So you will visit the main landmarks, main highlights of the city Dakar, and also you will have a trip to the Gore Island where you can visit the those museums and the slave house. If you are more into the wildlife, so we have Bandia Wildlife Reserve Game Drive. This is the perfect option for the people who are interested in the wildlife and the nature. So you'll meet the endemic flora, endemic fauna, walk around the Bandia Reserve, and then meet some beautiful animals and unique animals. Another option is the life at Kirimosa Monastery. As I said, it's a very iconic place. It was built not that long time ago, but became very famous very quick. So you're gonna drive. You're gonna have a scenic drive to this place, and then in the monastery you will know more about this history and more about the place itself and why it's so famous. And then for the people who are more into the culture side of the area, we have a beautiful excursion, art history and culture discovery. So this is if you want to know more about African culture, about the civilization, you're gonna visit the Museum of Black Civilization Village. There's Artes, a monument of the African Renaissance. So this is the one on the picture. You also will visit, you will stop by at the Sand Painting Gallery, Handicraft Village, and also the Cathedral of African Memories and Ifa Museum. You will also stop by at the restaurant, La Dagon, and the National Art Gallery. And again, this is the next excursion is the combination of the previous two. So it's gonna be a city tour, and also you will visit the Bandai Wildlife Reserve, so you're gonna know more about the city, and also you will enjoy the wildlife at the reserve. And then I'm gonna pass the mic to Bella, please.
Wonderful. As a reminder, we have now worked through all the excursions in Africa. How and when to book. Today is April 12th. You have now time to study. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 5 days where you can go and study. Open the desk and open the app. On the Royal Caribbean app, you select the future sailing and you see the excursions already listed there. Some of the excursions are already there as we speak, and some will be coming later this afternoon. All the excursions have been loaded until you see them in the app. It's a process of a couple of hours until you see them. On April 17, you will be able to book. Take your own laptop, or you go upstairs to the internet cafe, and you can do your booking inside the My Royal Cruise app, Cruise Planner. We will also have an information desk on the 17th and the 18th on Safari Club, deck number 6. The Show Excursions team will be able to assist you. Bring your credit card and we can help you with your booking. If you now look at your app, you will see a little icon. It says sold out, but that doesn't mean it's sold out. It means that the tours are available for you to view them, but not to book them. The booking will be available on the 17th. So for now, we will leave you with happy studying, lots of adventures in Googling. Make your decision, choose the adventure that's right for you. If you have any questions, the Shore Excursions team is now lined up here downstairs at the stage. Come and see us. We're also available at the Shore Excursions desk located on deck number 4. My name is Isabella, and on behalf of the entire Shore Ex team, thank you so much for making the time and enjoy Africa. Thank you.